Well, hello everyone. Why is it every time I want to start talking on a video, my throat gets all crampy? Anyways, that's real life, eh? Looney Farm Guy here, and welcome back to my very dairy adventure. You may wonder why. Why do I have my loader wagon over here and my tractor over here at the store? Well, well, somewhat embarrassing. One of my tractors ran out of fuel as I was fertilizing um, our cornfield that I have just finished, seeding and all that stuff. So I need to get some fuel, and I don't have a forklift or anything to pick up a diesel barrel, which is probably the best. So I have to buy a few of these. That should be enough. Where are they? Here they are. And, the reason I got this is I'm just going to throw them in the bucket. And take them over to the tractor. Because I'm stuck in the field. I was just not paying attention to the fuel. It is kind of interesting in a way that there are some tractors that use a considerable amount of fuel, and perhaps it's like the size of their tank. I don't have the fuel usage on like extremely high. Where is it? Fuel usage normal. So it's just it's not. I mean, vehicles use fuel. That's something that, anybody who uses a vehicle of any kind knows that they use fuel. That's just how it is. It's not unusual. And so, and it's not like I never ran out of fuel on Farm Sim 19 either, but it just seems to be a little bit more something that you seem to have to be aware of, I guess. Now, does the amount of vehicle wear affect how much fuel you use? I don't know. Does anybody know? I don't know. Somebody might know. I don't know. So here we are out here. So we've plowed and we've finished the harvest. We've plowed. And we have reseeded with corn because, well, it's just, we just go through silage like crazy. And, come on, pick it up and let's go. Still got my silage additive in there. It's as good as thing as any to haul around the oddball stuff. Just in the cool. They self-right on the floor. Do you see that? These gas cans. You toss them over on the ground and they just bunk bunk bunk. I think it's kind of neat. The silage additive bottle does it too. I can just like throw it on the ground and it'll go upright. Kind of neat, huh? It's a little known, maybe known, well known, or not. Okay, so we're putting some fuel in there. Let's just use them all up. Disappearing. It'll give us enough to finish off this field for sure. Because it's about a third of a tank. I'll get this guy off the thank you very much. Oops, Mr. Yard Tractor. Nice little fella there. I actually really do like this. It has made a fine little yard tractor. We'll turn that off. Don't want to waste any more fuel than what. And is running a diesel tractor out of fuel is, well, at least from my limited knowledge of diesel fueled vehicles, is probably the worst thing you could ever do. For reasons I don't really, I can't really think of right now, and I'm sure many of you listeners out there, perhaps people, I'm sure my friend there, Chad and CBW Farms, would know exactly what the reason would be for not running a diesel engine out of fuel. I'm sure there's a very valid reason among many that reasons why you would never want to run anything out of fuel completely. I know I've done it on my lawnmower a number of times and on a few vehicles, not often, but it has happened. All right, so now that we've kind of edged out our field, we can start the worker off on it, and he should be pulling. He should be able to pull the manure out of our bunker. Yeah, I think let's get this fella back. We have compacted our silage bunker. And I wasn't necessarily going to start the episode there, but I figured why not? That was a worthy start to a day that I should not have started that way. Well, it didn't really start the day. It's a midday, actually. Let's go check on our manure pile. It should be... yes, you can see it's. I'm at the top of the heap. That's not a heap that you want to be top of, I suppose. Well, I guess it's being on the top is better than being at the bottom of that heap. Anyways, as you can see, it's going down as it should. And I think is our other field sufficiently fertilized as well? I know it needs rolling. I don't have a roller. Yes, it is fully fertilized, and we are making our way across this field in a fertilizing manner. Whilst we're trudging around the yard here, I think I might. Let's cover our silage. Turn that off. Don't want to run out of fuel again. So if we turn on our, oops, not that one. Why did that? What is that? Camera sensitivity. Yeah, not. Whoop. On. There we go. So you can see 100%. We got 383,000 liters covered. That's not nearly enough to fill this bunker, but now that we have 2 fields planted with corn, we might be able to get a little bit more. How are we doing here? Everything looks kind of pretty good if we look in our animal pens here. Reproduction levels everything's kind of just humming along here. Nothing really crazy. Slurry, we're going to sell it. We got milk in all of them. All the prices for everything are just pretty much bad right now across the board. And our straw levels of food and everything. So except for the silage, which we are running low. We're running low on hay a bit as well. Let's just run over here and check our hay levels. As you can see, our silage is starting to dwindle somewhat, not really 53,000 liters. Hay is always a bit of an issue because we buy it. So we don't always, we never really have an overabundance of hay. And yeah, so we're just going to we're going to finish up fertilizing that field there, and it's pretty much bed-de-bye time for the most part, because that's about all we do. I mean, dairy farm basically is, looking after your cattle and selling, just not a lot of cleaning up and things like that to do anymore. So he'll be done shortly, and we will see you on the morrow. We'll finish this up, take a nap, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Well, we're back, and we slept a day, which means in game time we have slept a whole month away. It is now May, as you can see. Our corn has sprouted, although because this crop here was not plowed or cultivated in any way, just direct drill, we have weeds. Our other field that we plowed does not have any weeds, because if you plow, weeds will not emerge, at least so far as I can tell. So eventually, if we continue growing corn and plowing after we have planted corn, after we've so harvest the corn, you got to plow. It requires plowing after corn, potatoes, and beets, I think. So if you plow, weeds will not emerge after you've planted. So, and that's whenever you plow. So if you've grown wheat, for instance, and you plow, you don't have to, but if you do, you won't get any weeds. So you won't have to spray or anything. Now, I'm playing with weeds on just to make things interesting. Once you spray them one time, they won't reemerge. So, for me, this is pretty easy. I'm going to run out of herbicide real fast here. And we are out. All right. I will put a little bit more in the tank. It's an added expense. However, if you do, so as I was saying, if you plow after each harvest, you will never get weeds, even with weeds turned on. So that was $1,600 for just that much. Of course, you can turn the weeds off. That's an option. Then you'll never see another weed again. And if weeds annoy you and you don't like them, then just go to your menu and turn them off. But for right now, they're on. And I have this fancy dancy sprayer that I picked up used. All my equipment that I have, I bought in the used. Oh, we should check the used equipment sale see what's there, because we need a roller actually to maximize yield, which we haven't been doing, although we've been getting pretty close. I think if once I spray these weeds, let's oh, I don't need to waste all that. I should be about 95%. We will check right away. What does it say? 85. Really? Only 85? Why is that? Weeds are gone. It's been... So turn that off. Fertilized, yes. Doesn't need lime or plowing. I didn't mulch it. So I guess the rolling and the mulching... 85% only. See... See, our other fields here is at 95, and was that because we plowed? 95%, yeah. Looks much cleaner too, doesn't it? All right, well, let's get back in there. Let's put that sprayer away. Now, all the good prices, basically, for everything we have, milk and some of the crop, are all going to come up in winter, basically, for peak pricing. So, we don't really have... Okay, so what's... Oh, well, that's not very exciting. Is this the... Let's see, creation. Oh, this is a field creator one. Well, we don't have any fields that we need creating. And we have plenty of tankers. So the used equipment is not all that exciting. How are our cows doing? Pretty much just chores, and milk is getting full. Although it can go another month. I don't think it'll fill up. And our cows are reproduction. Yeah, so yeah, that's not a whole lot going on today. I think we're going to go skip again ahead another month. Oh, actually, what was good in June? I think, let's see here, not that. Soybeans? Yeah, soybeans. 29. Okay, so we're gonna go sleep and we'll see it. All right, so good news. Soybeans have hit a peak price here of $35.62 at the grain elevator. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna turn off my help window because I'm sure it's annoying everybody. There we go. And we don't have a whole lot of soybeans, but what little we do, we're gonna go cash in on that for sure. And we're gonna have to empty out at least one of our milk. So we got wheat that's not gonna be ready for a while. There we go. Well, almost a full trailer of soybeans. That will give us a tidy sum. And if we take a look at our cows, well, this one's almost, the milk is almost full. We're going to have to drain that and put it into storage. And, well, what is the price for milk anyways? We already have 157,000 liters in storage. 2,000 at our sell point, which is pretty good. But January is our looking at like our peak price zone. So right now we're in June, I think, which is actually the lowest. Yeah. So definitely going to have to store. Let's see, where are we? Oh, we got to go all the way over there. Come on. Come on, Betsy. I swear, as soon as I get another truck available, I'm ditching this thing. Oh, so bad. This thing is such a slug. Ugh. I mean, seriously, this is the only semi-truck that has come up under the used equipment for this entire time, basically. Oh, well, this is going to be a painful, painful trip. So I'm going to do this, and we will catch up to you after we get back, and we will empty the barns of milk and see if we can store it. We'll see it again. Well, that was a pretty painful process. That old Mack truck wouldn't even make it up that hill. It just stalled out. I had to. Fortunately, I still have this dolly, and hooked up this case. And even this guy had a problem pulling. There's just soybeans in here. They couldn't. Oh man, these things are so underpowered. It's ridiculous. Anyways, enough of me complaining. We're going to. I mean, this thing is pretty much useless for anything outside the yard. I'll keep them around. But the first truck the man truck, the base game man truck, I never had a problem with it at all. It just goes and it works great. And this thing is just a dog. Not even a bulldog, more like a little chihuahua trying to pull a sleigh or something like that. Anyways, we'll drain the cow tanks with milk out from milk. With milk, from milk, out of milk. One of those is correct. Now, the thing now, how close are we getting to maximum? We should be okay. As most of you may know by now, all silos now have a maximum fill quantity. If it says it holds 200,000 liters, that is a total capacity of all product, not just each. So it's cumulative, and once you reach that, you can't put anything in. It's best if unlike Farm Sim 19, where it was, if it said 200,000 liters, it meant each product. No, not anymore. And even the new modded silos that we have got are cumulative. So that changes quite a few things. That means a 1,000,000 liter silo is not the massive quantities that they once were. Now it changes quite changes to that. I mean, you can still put 1,000,000 liters of milk in there, but that's the only thing you'll be able to put in there. You won't be able to put anything else. So it's quite a change for something that really wasn't mentioned at all before this game came out, and surprised me. And there's still a few, and well, to be honest, most people haven't maxed out any of the silos yet, just because, well, the yields aren't that great, and not a lot of people have been filling their silos with a whole bunch of stuff, except for straw. And that's where I kind of first ran up against it, I think, is I got a bunch of straw, put it in there, and it's like, oh, now why is it not taking anything else? And because you tend to get quite a bit of straw. That's pretty much. I mean, you do a field like this, and you collect all the straw from the wheat or whatever you're doing, and you get quite a bit of. You can get quite a bit of straw. So that's why all my straw is on the ground, because if I put it in my silo, it's filled up, and I can't put anything else in there. So screw it. Come on, old girl, you can do it. Come on, even for a yard truck. Oh my goodness, this thing is just, and it's not even worn out all the way. Oh man, this thing's, yikes. I know everyone was excited to get Mack trucks in the game, but they I don't know what they did to these things. They are gutless. I mean, this is even after they fixed it. I don't want to do another. Well, maybe I should do another rant, but I'm not. I'm not. It's just yeah. Do too many of those and they wear out, right? So, oh well. Well, how much milk are we gonna have in here now? Well, we're gonna have a fair. So 134. That must be in. I wonder if that's because we have 20 there, 16 there. We should be okay now. 26. Yeah, we'll be okay for a bit. The slurry. Yeah, we're gonna have to remove some of the slurry too. We may as well do that whilst we have the truck running, all warmed up. We'll just drop that there. I know my yard's a bit messy. I'm waiting for some really nice big sheds to drop where we can just drop a nice big shed over top of here. Nice open one like that over there. But those are a bit small to put in the middle here. I need a big, like, circus tent type shed. Where I can store the hay underneath, and I can put some equipment under there without being all cramped and stuff like that. Oh, I got slurry in here already. Okay, well, let's drain this one. Of course, slurry prices aren't the best until like January either, so, and the biogas plant is the only place to sell slurry. Nothing else so far. We do not have any other sell points for slurry until such time. We will have to, and I'm not. I'm just, I have. I do we. We generate enough manure to be able to fertilize our fields, and I don't. And I've been leasing slurry spreaders, and I'm tired of paying for it, so I might as well just sell the slurry. But it's going to take a bit because we're in June, and January's pretty much peak price. Oh yes, we sold our soybeans. We got $175,000, which is a nice tidy little sum. And yeah, I think we're starting to generate some decent money finally. Let's check on our silage here. We're going to be needing some pretty soon. Okay, let's get our help window on. Oh, wow. All right, well, bam. We are ready for that. Let's see, we'll drain that one. So let's see here. Animals. We still got quite a bit of slurry in that one. Let's take some out of here. Now this episode, I do kind of apologize, but I mean this is kind of dairy farm. I'm gonna turn that help window back off. There we go. This is like, you know, typical dairy farm. Well, at least in this game, it is. Emptying slurry tanks, storing it. Come on, Betsy, let's go. Get going. Come on. Oh boy. Yeah, and feeding, draining, making silage. That's silage. We're going to try. Oh, I should have opened the other. Yeah, that's for the next episode. We're going to deal with the silage, and we need to refill our feed bins there. And we're going to hit... well, it's just going to be me doing this for a bit anyways. So, oh, this poor old girl. Yeah. We're going to end the episode there, as I'm going to continue to transport a liquid manure and store it until we can go and sell it for a decent price. And we will see you next time. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, you know it, it's just a game, so have fun. Till next time, bye for now.